Welcome back to the European Trampoline Championships from Valby in Denmark. These are the scores and positions to date. Fogg and Craig, I should point out, are bouncing for Scotland. Krasnochapka and Moskalenko, the favourites in this event, blew their first voluntary, leaving them in 10th position, which leaves the competition wide open because I don't think they can come back up from 10th. Hansen and Christensen lying in first position, which is fantastic for this home crowd. If they win, the place is going to erupt. We are now awaiting the performers in 5th position, also Danish, Rosen and Nielsen, with a carryover score of 81.2. They are going for a 10 tariff. There's Rosen showing that leg kick in his pre-bouncing again. Certainly doesn't get the judges on your side when you look unstable like that. It's just habit because he did a perfectly good routine. Well, they've stopped, which they're perfectly entitled to do, but they'll lose 0.1 if they're not into the first move of the routine in a minute. And I can't see them doing that. It's much more important to get your breath and recover and get the mind into gear, ready for the routine. 0.1's neither here nor there, although it does become 0.3 because it's from 3 judges. There's Bo Turvey, the coach, who was a performer up until a few years ago. No leg bending this time, that's a good sign. It's a good start. Very good synchro. The form's a little bit tatty, but they're certainly hitting the bed every time together. 2 1 and 3s and 2 Rudy ball outs. Of course, the crowd would have loved that, whatever it had been, but the last move was quite a long way out, actually, but the rest of the routine was pretty good. Full in, half ounce, lovely leg extension. He was right to the side of the trampoline there. Did very well to carry on because that usually throws you back over the other side. Full in, full outs, known as a full. Half in, half out, slack knees there. He deducted on form. Back in, full out, half out tucked, and they score 126.3. We now move on to the pair in 4th position, Sokiślas and Okanowski from Poland, with 82.2. They are doing a tariff of 9.6. Excellent so far. Perfect synchronization. A little bit out there. That would be a 2 deduction. Brought it back together nice and quick though. A very good routine, just that one separation of them in the middle. Certainly a lot of nil deductions in that routine. That could pull them up. Currently lying in 4th position. Can they come up into the medals? That would certainly be something for them. 2 Rudy out, spot on. Absolutely. A fraction out there, that would probably be a 1 deduction. Spot on again. Half in, half outs, a little bit out. 2 Rudy outs, just a fraction, but these are only 1 deductions. It still ends up with a very good score. 2 Baranis, that was quite a long way out. Double falls. Here we see the routine from a different position. Sometimes the synchro looks a lot better when you're lower. The judges are supposed to be elevated 1 meter at international competitions, and they're supposed to be 5 meters away from the trampoline. They score 127.5. That is a very good score. That could pull them up. It depends entirely on what the next pair can do, lying in 3rd position. Regenbrecht and Kemmer from West Germany, with a carryover score of 82.4, which is only 2/10 behind the carryover score of the last pair. So this is certainly going to be a battle for the bronze medal. The West German pair are going to bounce a tariff of 10.0, a 10 tariff. Out there, and he's travelled right up the trampoline. They lost it there. A lot of travel in this routine. And the form is going to suffer a lot. I don't think the form marks are going to be very good, and I really don't think they've done enough. This would be disastrous for them to move out of 3rd position. He knows he's not happy. Lying there wishing it could be done again so that he could do a better performance. Here's the start, 2 Rudy outs. They were out on the first move there. Half in, half outs, a long way out there, probably a 3 deduction. A long way out on that one too. So this really could be bad for them. We just have to wait and see what the score is. Half in, half out. Rudy out. Back in, full out. And not enough points. 125.9. That's disastrous for them. It's going to move them back to about 5th, 6th position. Lying in 2nd position at the moment is Ralph Peller and Michael Kuhn. These 2 gentlemen have a large pedigree of titles behind them. From West Germany. Ralph Peller was 3rd in the world in 1980 and 3rd in the world as an individual again in 86. Michael Kuhn, 2nd in the world in Paris in 86 as an individual. So they certainly have a good pair, and they're going for an 11-1 tariff, which is the highest tariff we've seen so far, and this is big tariff to do in synchronized trampolining. When you're having to make adjustment, it's not easy to adjust with 1.2 and 3 skills, which is what you have to do to make this tariff. Well, if they're going to do such a big tariff, then they've got to be right at the start, so they're quite wise to stop and lose the 0.1. Get their breath back and their composure. There's Paul Luxton. 1972 world champion for Great Britain, who now coaches in Germany. I bet he's feeling anxious at the moment. And there's Roland Berger, the German national coach. He looks anxious too. This is very close, 82.85 against the Danish, who are lying in first position with 83.4. Very, very close. Anyone could win it. Two triples to start. This is big stuff. Halving Rudy outs. Rudy outs piked. Fabulous synchro. Rudy outs again. This is quality stuff we're watching here. Excellent. Superb routine. And he knows it too. Excellent routine. They're both quite elated to pull one out like that when it really matters. That has put the pressure on the Danish pair. Really put the pressure on. Coach Roland Berger there, very pleased. Here's the two triples, 3 somersaults, and they land spot on. Double somersault with a double twist, spot on again. Like a mirror image. This is quality synchronized trampolining. A fraction out on that one, but we've had probably 3-0 deductions so far, so this is very high marks. Rudy out tucked. Fraction out there, but not very much. There's the two triples from a different angle. Spot on again, even from that angle. What must be going through the Danish pair's mind? They've got it all to do. This is how to put pressure on your opposition. Perform a brilliant one and let them follow it. $129.3 they score. That is going to take some beating. Currently lying in first position, Hansen and Christiansen from Denmark. This is going to be terrific if they can win on home territory and break the Russian domination of the European Championships. But they've got it all to do. The crowd cheering them on, giving them every little bit of support. They cannot afford to make one mistake. It's got to be the routine of a lifetime. John Hansen, a world-class performer, 6th in the world in '88 as an individual. A 10.8 tariff. They're dropping 0.3 on tariff on the German pair, and they have just over 0.5 to start off with, so it is so tight. Excellent. Brilliant. They're doing it. The crowd's going to erupt if they get through this with this quality. That is superb. Have they done enough? What a quality routine. What a time to pull one out the bag. They are delighted, and so they should be. That is wonderful. All their teammates are so pleased as well, because this will be something very special in Danish trampolining. Here we pick the routine up again. Two Rudy outs. Beautiful. Two half-in Rudy outs. 130 points. They've made it by 0.7 of a point. That is fantastic. That's trampolining history in Denmark. Wonderful. A big smackaroo there from Micah. Lovely. That's the way to celebrate. And so the Soviet domination has been broken by this Danish pair. The Soviets take 4 titles. Hansen and Christensen take the men's synchro gold. Denmark's first ever European trampolining medal in history. And in second position, Pelle and Kuhn from West Germany. And in third position, Skoslaz and Awaneski from Poland. We leave the Valby Hall in Denmark amidst great celebration with a final look at that gold medal winning routine.